What's the deal? It's your boy K-Dash. And before we even get started, if you not part of the notification gang, go ahead and hit that button. And if you're new to the channel, I go by the name of K-Dash. I am a director, I'm a photographer, and I'm a clothing line owner. I have a clothing line by the name of Savage Hearted. You can follow us on Instagram at SavageHearted_CO. And man, they got some construction going on. Right now, I'm just pulling up to the post office. I gotta drop off this package for my homie right quick. I would have done it the next day, but he really needs this package, so I'm gonna drop it off so that way he's gravy. So let's do that. Let's get this real quick. You know, we got them custom Savage Hearted mailers, so that way when you open up the mailbox, you already know what time it is. But what we talking about today, I'm recording on my Sony a7rii with a new lens, new wide angle lens. Oh, that shit loud. With a new wide angle lens, 16 millimeter. What I was gonna say? Oh, so the reason why I got this lens is I shot a music video about a month ago, and the artist, they called me like at midnight and was like, hey, you available to shoot a video right now? We just finished recording the song. We at the hotel. Let's shoot the video at the hotel. Bet. You got the bread. I'm on my way. So we go and we shoot the video like on the rooftop, and I'll show y'all some clips right here, and it was just too dark for my liking. And certain scenes that had good lighting, it was gravy, right? So not all the time do you need a better camera. Most of the time, yeah, you do. However, I know the cameras that I have, the amount I pay for them, they better be capable of doing something in low light. So I said it can't be my camera. Well, last week I was shooting a little mini commercial for my clothing brand for 4th of July, the shirt that I released for the 4th of July. And I just so happened to have my 85 millimeter lens with me. And that lens has a 1.4 aperture. So I said, let me see how this lens look at nighttime, because the other lens that I shot the video on was like a 2 point something. I want to say 2.8. So the video came out gravy, but it's 85 millimeters, and you got to be a distance away from the subject to, you know, get it clear. So I was like, man, you know what? I need a wide angle lens with a 1.4 aperture, so that way at nighttime, I want to be able to film some crispy video at nighttime, and I don't want to have to worry about bringing lights. Yeah, it's cool to bring lights, but if I can have some clear footage with just the natural lighting of the elements, the moon and everything like that, man, that's what I want, right? Because you never know what situation are you in, and I'm always like filming at nighttime. So that was the reason why I got this new lens. However, I thought I was buying it for my GH5, but I accidentally bought it for my Sony, so that's why we filming on the Sony. Now, I've been going back and forth debating if I should sell my Sony, because I love the Panasonic GH5, and I'll have that link in the description as well, along with these lenses. Man, I love that camera, and the reason why is because I can shoot 4K and 6K with that GH5 camera, but I can shoot 60 frames per second in 4K. And these Sony cameras, well, Sony camera I got, you can't shoot 60 frames per second in 4K. You can shoot it in 1080p. But I never understood that. Like, if I'm supposed to drop a 4K video, I'm not about to mix it with 1080p footage. Now, for those of you if this is going over y'all head, I apologize. Like I said, this is more so for the creators, but those of you that's new to it, if you're trying to learn something about videography or photography, then, you know, this material may be helpful for you. One last tip: whatever you recording in, double your shutter speed, so that way y'all video is not lagging and it's the proper shutter speed, and just try to keep your ISO low. A lot of people, they ask me what camera I film with, and like I said, I film with the GH5 Panasonic, and I have the Sony a7rii II. However, you can go out and buy these cameras, but if you're not filming in the correct settings or how you set your camera up, it'll never look cinematic. So understanding the manual settings first before you just go drop a whole lot of money on a good ass camera, because honestly, there's some $700 cameras, $500 to $700 cameras out there that if you knowing what you're doing, you can make them look beast mode. So, you know, don't get caught up on you need a $2,000 to $5,000 camera. However, things that those $2,000 to $5,000 cameras do, certain things that $700 camera is not gonna do. So it's your boy K Dash. Y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope this video was helpful to you, some of y'all, and to the rest of y'all, I got other content coming. We got more content coming about the clothing brand and tips on running the clothing brand. I'm gonna just drop some tips on people trying to be entrepreneurs and get their bag up. Then we got the slab footage that ain't going nowhere. So, you know, stay tuned. It's your boy. Perfect.